Good morning guys and welcome to day 13. This morning it was a -11 and today we ride to Gyring. So today's ride is a big one, 363 kilometers. So we've just got the eco bus back from base camp, back to where the bikes were. I was trying to use my phone back there, but it flagged up and said it was too cold. It needed to warm up before it can actually be operated. I've never seen that before. And if you just have a look on the seat, we have ice on the bikes. So all the guys are getting kitted up and getting the bikes ready for today's ride. Oh, it is so cold and we have not even started. Honestly, this morning, -11, the stars were out, the skies were looking amazing. And I don't think it matters how many layers of clothes you get on. When you start riding into that wind, it's just cold. But the sun's coming up, so hopefully it's going to warm up a little bit. We've got the bikes warmed up. They take a little bit of warming up when it's this cold. But yeah, looks like we're on the move. The bit from base camp to where we are now, where we had to leave the bikes, was around 45 kilometers. Yep, we've zeroed the clock. We've tested the horn. Just want to say, I've got my buddy, my roommate in the van, and here he is, look, all nice and cozy. He's had a tough few days. He's not been well. He's had a virus. There's nothing worse feeling ill and riding in these conditions. So we're heading back to Gyring Town, and then the following day we're going to cross the border back into Nepal. Today's ride, we've just been told to take it easy. You don't want to be going too quick because you just generate more wind, and that wind is brutal. So last night's experience camping at base camp, what can I say? It's majestic and magical. It was absolutely brilliant regardless of the temperature. When you're in your tent, which we were all in one tent, it's divided into dorms, so it's got a burner in there that runs off yak dung, and once that got up to temperature, oh, it's lovely. So we had a few beers. I went out a bit later on and just I heard some singing and dancing. My pannier bag's undone. Right, back on the bike. We've only just set off. So yeah, like I was saying, some of the locals were performing these dances throughout the evening. It was just cold last night, bitterly cold. That wind picked up. Also inside the tent you've got a couple of hosts that provide you with some food. We had some local cuisine. It's a bit of a hot pot, just what you need on a cold evening. I looked at the temperature this morning in Kathmandu and it was 23 degrees there, so -11 to 23 in 2 days time. So we're heading back to Gyring, which was there about on day 6 I think it was. So last night when I was sleeping in the lounge area. Turns out everybody else had an electric blanket, bar me and Mike, who's actually in front of me now. We kept on the I guess you could call it the sofa, but it's a biggish area. You could probably fit 4 people on there. And I just went to sleep in a t-shirt and a pair of jogging bottoms, and I woke up at about 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, absolutely freezing because the fire had gone out, and I'd got a little bottle of water at the side of me, and I went to take a sip and it was iced up. But as for Mount Everest, well, that is just amazing. You know, it's just one of those things that I'll never get to do again. Yeah, a big tick off the bucket list. I think tomorrow's ride is going to be the big one, If it's been raining, it's going to be a fun day. So 25 kilometres into the ride, and the views have been spectacular as always. It's been a nice bit of road this. It's not been too straight, it's not been too tight. We've just got some nice sweeping bends. You can see all the other bikers in the distance there. But I think where we're heading back to Gyring Town will be at a lower altitude, so might be a bit warmer there. Got all the bikers up there. I don't know if they're waiting for me, but they're or they're taking photographs. Yeah, I think they are. They're just, and this is why I don't bother rushing, because we've got all day. Like I say, I think you can just overtake them all, you see. Looks like they've had a bit of rock fall down this side. Ooh! That's a big tip. Didn't even see that. Okay, so we just kind of got onto the plateau. Not sure what's happening here. Got a bit of an incident. Looks like a car's gone off the road. Oh, he's got that a bit wedged. The rear end's gone off. It's kind of got his car a bit stuck. And when you get onto these plateaus, yeah, you get more wind, which isn't good on a day like today. But even on these straighter bits of road, you can't lose the lack of concentration. So right, the team's just parked up over here, I guess because we're turning right. Oh, you can see the ice over there. It's just solid. Like I say, the temperature's one thing, it's the wind chill that's the other. The same here, look. I mean, that's a nice view in the background there. We have regrouped. Time to crack on. I think everybody's feeling it today. Sometimes it's just nice to stop, even if it's just for a few seconds. I should have really put like 2 pairs of socks on today. We're 55 kilometres into the ride. We've still got a long way to go. It's amazing when you come across buildings like this though in the middle of nowhere. It's like the Chinese are just building this new accommodation throughout Tibet. But I guess as generations change, what will happen is the kids that come through, they won't want to live in the cold mountains, in the houses, in the huts. They want to come and live in, yeah, the nice modern accommodation. I mean, this place here is just empty. Well, so you've got like a cow roaming through. It's Tumbleweed Town. There's a few shops and businesses open down this end. I think we're going to be going to get a little chai stop. What are we getting here? If in doubt, go up the path. A couple of locals here that are just having a look with interest. Yeah, put the gloves on there, look. Instant heated gloves. Right, so we've just had a quick chai stop. And as I was just packing away the tea and the biscuits and the little snacks that keep us going throughout the day. Like I say, there's not many places when you come to a stop that you can actually get any food. So it's all in the back of the van, the support truck. And we're just about to set off again. I think everybody was glad of a little stop just to warm up. We've only done 83 kilometres. Still got a good old way to go. So yeah, we're gonna press on, ride the plateau. I think it's definitely warmed up a couple of degrees, but to be fair, the kit I'm wearing, absolutely fantastic. It's done its job. So we're doing a steady 80 kilometers. If the roads continue like this, we should make some good progress. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty barren in these parts. Even in some of the little small villages, there don't seem to be many people about. And when you look around, it just gives you an idea of the sheer scale of the Himalayas. So this stretch of road goes on for about 100 kilometers. So I think in the background there, I can just see the lake. And I think that's the Pine Lake that we saw about 6 days ago. You can spot it from miles away with the bright blue colours. And there's absolutely nobody on the road. I don't think I've seen a teammate for about an hour now. I've done 186 kilometres. Whoa, look at all the sheep in the fields. It's hard to see them from a distance because they just kind of blend into the background. Finally, a corner. The first one in absolutely ages. And there's a big snake up here. There's that beautiful lake again. I think we've just gone over the 200 kilometre mark. We've hit onto the reserve fuel as well. Is this the bikers? Yeah, I think they've stopped at where we stopped before. This was the viewing point. Yeah, they're all here. Look at where we've just come from. You could never get tired of that view. Right, so just a quick stop. No try that time. We've got 120 kilometres to go. We're just climbing back up the twisty mountain road. I'm having to use first gear sometimes, just on the tight hairpin turns. So we've got some snow up here, so we've definitely climbed quite a few feet. Right, some of the guys are stopping. Yeah, we stopped at this place before. Yeah, here's all the prayer flags that you see pretty much everywhere, to be honest. Whoa, that wind is so fresh. You can see all the snow and the ice on the ground. You do have to be careful where you park your bike. If it's facing the other way, the chances are it could blow over. Yeah, when we stopped here the first time round, it was certainly a lot warmer than this, and there certainly weren't any ice or snow on the ground. Let's get back on the bike. Let's press on. Right, so we're heading down now, back down them switchback mountain roads. We've just pulled in now and we've got the security check to go through. Yeah, I think tomorrow we're probably going to have a bit of an early start, because one of the issues we're going to have is getting across the border again. Apparently it's easier going from this side of China, Tibet, back into Nepal. Looking forward to it being a bit warmer. Today's been a challenging day, especially when we was on that plateau. Right, so our support truck has arrived with our passports to get us back through this checkpoint. So I think passports just been shown. We're straight through. Whoa. Get that visor down. A few yaks knocking around here. Just having a little munch. They certainly don't feel the cold with them big fur coats on. Yeah, look, it's quite a few of them over here. Yeah, the big old beasts. Some have even got them little tassels hanging from their kind of ears. Not quite sure what that's all about. I did actually eat one at the start of the week, not the whole thing. I think it was yak curry. In fact, it might have even been in this restaurant we're going to tonight again. So yeah, here's some more. They're just kind of loitering in the middle of the road actually. Big old beasts. Look at the horns on him. I'd imagine the fur is used a lot with in the Tibetan way of clothing. So we're kind of on the home straight now. We've done 287 kilometers. We've just been scaling around the mountains. Nice roads, nice sweeping bends, but it's great. We're just kind of riding through this valley, and to the right of me I've got this kind of fast flowing, I'd imagine ice cold river. Starting to feel a little bit warmer now. We've come down a bit on altitude. So yeah, this last section's been absolutely fantastic. I mean, looking at the gauge on the bike, it says 19 degrees now, and I can believe it. I can't believe we started it at -11 when I woke up this morning to 19 degrees now. The twisty mountain roads on the home straight has been absolutely superb. For me, this is what it's all about. Right, so I've just caught up with the other guys. We've obviously got another security checkpoint just down the road there we need to get through. But yeah, they were fantastic roads. They were. Absolutely love that bit. Oh, Cowin Road. That one doesn't look too happy. Okay, so we're all together. So there's certainly a lot of development going off around here. Like I say, it seems like it's a brand new place. Starting to look familiar. And it's here on the left. So yeah guys, I don't know if you can remember this place we stopped at. We are back, so we're fairly close to the border from here. So tomorrow, that's where we'll be heading. So yeah, today has been absolutely fantastic. A real contrast of different types of road. It did get a little bit cool, especially this morning, as you could see. So tomorrow is our last ride, and it was going to be a tough one, I believe. If they've had a bit of rain, it could get a little bit messy, so don't miss that one. So hope you've enjoyed the video guys. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. Give us a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Would help if I put it in first gear. Whoa, look at him in the road. Oh yeah, there's only a short one. Oh, we've got a man down. We have a man down. Oh, they're just about to take his head off. Right guys, we are off and we're through chaos of Kathmandu. We're heading onto the main road now, and it is absolutely carnage. What a great sight.